What's going on, fellas? It's your boy B with the beard, and the truth lives here. On this episode, I'm going to talk about the 5 tips to get an amazing beard style and beard trim from your barber. Now, I remember when back, I would go to the barber, and I would make sure I make my I go on a special day, whether if it was school, whether it was, it was a party, going to the club, whatever. I knew on that particular day, that morning, I am going to the barbershop because I want my joint to be fresh as possible. All right. That's just what I did. All right. Now I will go to the barber and happy, excited, like, all right, man, I'm about to be fly, about to go to the party, the girls, yada, 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 so on and so forth. I'm gonna stand out. I go in there, and the one thing about going to the barber is that, you can be on your last, you can have your last, and you can walk out of there, you probably spend 20, 30, 40, whatever that is, but you'll walk out of there feeling like $1 billion. Now, I will go to the barber, and when I get home, I will find myself looking in the mirror and having to go over some of the places that my barber may have missed and didn't really get it quite like I wanted it to get. My dad used to always make a joke. He's like, man, son, they got them funny mirrors. When they show you the mirror after you finish, because you look at the mirror, you like, yeah. You get home, it's a different look. He used to always say they got funny moves, mirrors. But shout out to all the great barbers out there. Much love and respect to your craft and to all what you guys are doing there, because there are some astounding barbers out there and hairstylists. So shout out to you all first and foremost. So thank you for servicing the community in the way that you have and you continue to do. Now, 5 tips. All right. So number 1. I clean my beard before I will go to the barbershop. That's number 1. That's the first tip you got to know. Have a clean beard. All right. You don't want to walk in the barbershop when your beard is dirty. If you want a certain result or a certain look, don't walk in the barbershop with a dirty beard. Don't walk in another thing is don't walk in the barbershop with just oils and butters and balms and waxes on your beard, especially if you're looking to get it styled a certain way, trimmed a certain way, lined up a certain way. The Mark of Genius, he has a line, the cleanest cut, get the sharpest line, something like that. I could be misquoting, but the point of it is that you want to walk in with a clean beard. All right. Then number 2, which brings me to the next one, bring your products. I know you're like, man, well, how when I leave the barber, how will I have the same look if I go back home and I put the products in myself? Because I know, you want to leave the shop and you want people to be like, man, you must just came from the shop. Your joint looking fresh and fly. It's looking lit right now. Your joint is looking super lit. So have your barber apply the products and allow him to style your beard. So that way, when you leave the chair, you have that I just left the barber look and it's fresh, and then you off to the races. So that's number 2. Number 3, be on time, fellas. Be on time. You don't want to get to your barber late and now he has to rush your process because he has other people in line that has been waiting. So be on time. It gives you an opportunity to get there, get your mind right, get your questions, what you're going to ask him, which leads to the 4th tip. 4th tip, communicate with your barber. It's very, very, very important that you clearly communicate with your barber exactly what you want and exactly what you don't want. The best way to do this is a bonus for you guys. The best way to do this is this. Go find a picture on Instagram, follow one of these barbers, find and then go through their page, find a beard, a look that matches similar to what you're looking for and your beard. And then go to your barber and show him, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. Can you do this? Right? He says, yes, I can do this. And that's great because then now you give him something visually to look at because he's not in your head. You got an idea in your head and you're trying to articulate that to him. Him or her may not be able to capture your vision. So having a picture to show helps a lot to connect the dots. Another thing too, when communicating with your barber, I know a lot of us go, we're loyal to our barbers. We've been with our barber for 10, 25, we stay loyal to our barbers. Even if we feel like the experience is not the same, or our beard line, or whatever the case may be, our hair, we're not happy with it, we'll still be loyal. Fellas, that's on you. If you're still going to your barber and he is not, and you're not a happy customer when you leave, or you got to go and sharpen it up, or, you got to mess with it, then you need to find a new barber, someone, who can facilitate what you're looking for, or communicate with them. And if you've communicated and done everything to try to work it out, and it still doesn't work out, then now it's time to move on to another barber that, you guys have a better vibe, and you are a happy customer once you leave his or her shop. All right. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is, which ironic, tip your barber. If your barber does an astounding job, don't just tell him, show him. Tip your barber. Listen, when I leave the barber and I know my barber is going to give me a stellar look, the beard architect is going to give me a stellar look, I tip him. Now, if you find that your barber didn't get you a stellar look and you have been tipping them, then, or her, do not tip them. So reward them for doing a great job, and don't reward them if they have not done a job. And for me, I feel like, hey, tipping shows how amazed by the job that the barber has done. All right. So those are 5 tips to get an amazing beard style and beard trim from your barber. All right. This your boy B with the beard. Listen, leave your comments at the bottom. Please watch these videos, these past videos. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, please. Give me some thumbs up, please. If you like this, please give me some thumbs up. Like always, it's your boy B with the beard, and I'm out.